Well, welcome everybody. Good to see you. Good to be with you all. My little girl wanted to say hi. Say
Hello.
hi. Say hi. Okay, now Dave's going to start teaching, okay? Love you, sweetie. So good to be with you all. I thought we'd continue with this theme of healing. And so I have to think for a moment. If there's any reminders? So please sign up for the Kripalu retreat if you haven't already. We'd love to have you there. Retreats are a powerful container to heal and awaken and actually kind of get over like some of the bigger stuff that we're struggling with Kundalini. Also, keep in mind for the month of June, this is 2023, I might miss a Kundalini session or two. So just look on the, if I do cancel, I'll post it on Facebook. So please look on Facebook and I'll put it on the little note on the website as well. But I have to do a little traveling this month. But as far as we know, I'm going to do my best to make it to all the meetings, but we'll see what happens. Okay. So let us shut down our eyes and open our hearts. And beginning to breathe deeply and fully. So Kundalini loves big, open space. Big open space. When we are in our mind, when we're thinking, when we're stressed, when we're anxious, this creates a contraction in the nervous system. And so in this moment, we're breathing and feeling and opening. Breathing, feeling, and opening. Giving all of what's here permission to flow. So if there's any part of you that wants to move, to dance, to flow with the energy, we let it flow. We let it flow. We let it flow. If there's emotions here, we let them flow. If there's anxiety or tension here, we let it flow. So with each and every breath, we're softening and relaxing the nervous system and not engaging with the mind in any way. No thinking, no controlling. We're simply breathing and feeling and letting whatever is here that wants to flow, we're letting it to flow. So it's all given permission. If there's old trauma, if there's heartache, if there's despair, if there's brilliance and happiness and joy, we let it flow. All in this space of freedom. The space of Shiva consciousness. Vast, spacious, and free. And so we'll just start at the crown chakra, just noticing, is my crown open like the sky? Is my crown open like the sky? Is the space of the mind, the third eye, open like the sky? So gently inviting, if there's any contraction there, any tension, the crown to be open, the third eye to be open, throat chakra to be open. We're acknowledging the spacious nature of our crown, our third eye, and the throat. So all these centers are meant to be open and spacious. Open and spacious. And there's a funny thing that happens when the crown chakra, the third eye, and the throat are open and spacious. Many of the energies of stress, tension in the body begin to settle down. Begin to settle down, especially as we're breathing deeply and fully. So gently feeling into the heart and noticing, how does this heart feel? Is it closed? Is it contracted? Is it guarded? Or is it open? Relaxed? Spacious? And as you feel into the heart, you may notice the heart is a mix of space and light. Space and light. And you may feel other things in the heart, heaviness or emotion. That's okay. But this space and light gives room for any contraction to release, to unravel, to empty out, to let go. And so we're breathing, we're feeling, we're opening. Gently letting go. Breathing. Feeling. Opening. Gently letting go. And so with each and every breath, we're inviting the crown to be open, the third eye to be open, the throat chakra to be open, the heart to be open, radiating with light, radiating with this gentle sense of love, this quiet sense of strength. And so as we scan the body more fully, we feel into the solar plexus, inviting the solar plexus to come into alignment with truth. The truth of the solar plexus, that you are empowered, that you are a bright light, you are a divine being. You have dominion over your body. So in the space of the solar plexus, we are choosing to relax, choosing to be spacious, choosing to be empowered. It's like the opposite of victim consciousness. We're choosing to be empowered, choosing to heal, choosing to open, choosing to let this Kundalini flow right through the center. So softening and opening a little further, and you may notice the energy of the solar plexus is a downward energy where it's almost like it's wanting to root into the earth. So we're going to follow this. We come down into the hara, lower belly, and you can even imagine the lower belly beginning to root into the earth. It's a quiet sense of strength, power, and openness, feeding off and melting into, merging into the energy, the sustenance, the power of the earth itself. So with each and every breath, we're opening the crown, the third eye, the throat. And these qualities of vast spaciousness, the qualities of Shiva consciousness. You come into the heart is opening, the loving, brilliant compassion, soothing, nourishing the body. We're softening, it's allowing this light to shine on our arms, our shoulders, our fingertips, up into the space of the mind. It's flooded with light. The back body fully relaxing, letting go. This quiet column of divinity. The hara, solar plexus open, empowered, rooted. And finally, we're opening in the pelvis, the root chakra, rooting a little more fully into the earth. Feeling as if your body is big and solid like the earth. And yet simultaneously, paradoxically, empty like the sky. Empty like the sky. Feeling yourself safe and gently supported by the energies of the earth and the energies of heaven. So feeling in the root chakra this quiet power, nobility, strength, oneness and unity with the earth itself. Feeling into the hara, the strength, this power flowing up into the solar plexus, creating a foundational strength, not rigid, soft, open, yet powerful. The heart, radiant, flooded with light. Radiant, flooded with light. The throat is an open doorway. Third eye, vast open space. The crown is merging into heaven. From this space of strength and openness, we invite the Kundalini to flow right through the central channel and see, especially those of you with explosive kriyas, see if you can just gently guide the energy right through the center. Imagine it totally unobstructed and the energy flowing in a very smooth and fluid way. So if there's any wildness, it's almost like it's calming down and smoothing out, flowing right through the central channel. It's quiet, gentle, and immensely powerful column of light, flowing right through the central channel. I've seen this perfect column of light. You may even see there's a great stillness that's here. Even though there's an immense fluidity to this energy, great stillness as it flows right through the central channel. So we're breathing, we're feeling, we're opening, inviting this energy to integrate, to be smooth, to be steady. And so eventually the energy of Shiva, vast, spacious peace, calms the energy of Shakti, calms, brings it into integration, smoothness. These two great presences, the presence of vast spaciousness and vast energy, merge and melt into one another. The smoothness. And so as you feel into your body and your experience, you may even just notice and ask, is there anything here that is out of alignment? Is anywhere here where we're tensing or holding or fighting, or not trusting or struggling or resisting? Anywhere where the energy of Kundalini has put a pressure on the mind or the psychology, We have neurotic fights or neurotic controlling or neurotic energy flowing in one direction or another. And we're just inviting a conversation here. Where could I relax? Where could I let go? What needs to happen for this inner struggle to release? What needs to change, to surrender, to let go, in order for this one to heal? So we breathe, we feel, we open, and we release whatever way our human self is fighting or struggling or resisting, giving ourselves full permission to merge into the consciousness of Shiva. Inviting the breath to be deep and full, the hara. Gently letting go further still. Melting and merging into the earth. Melting and merging into the space of heaven. Melting and merging to the space of the earth. Melting, merging into the space of heaven. And all the while, this vast column of light just flowing right through the central channel. Unobstructed, unblocked, unperturbed. Breathing, feeling, opening, and experiencing. Breathing, feeling, opening, and experiencing. And so, I invite you to take a couple more deep, full breaths here, gently staying with your experience. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes if you like. And so a big part of the path of Kundalini awakening is learning how to work with the energy. Most people, what I've seen is they fight with the energy. They try to control the energy. This path of spiritual awakening is about us learning how to work with God, to work with Shiva, to work with Shakti. And working with actually means surrendering into. Surrendering into. And through this path, surrendering into, we become one with Shiva, one with Shakti, one with all of life. All of life. And so what's required is a great deal of trust, willingness to let go of the controlling thinking mind, to let go and to open and to trust in this great force of awakening which is arising within us. Now, for most of us, this is very frightening because We don't want to open to something bigger. We're afraid of it. We don't know what it will do. We must remember, ultimately, our nature, our true nature, and God's nature is one nature, the same nature. It's only our ego that thinks it's separate from. And so this path is about surrendering our egoic, controlling nature and allowing ourselves to be the hugeness of the spirit, the hugeness of the sky, the hugeness of the earth, the hugeness of the earth. And so this takes great trust. Now, our body often needs to be retrained. And so it's through this path of meditation, this practice of meditation, that we retrain our survival mind. It's okay to relax. It's okay to let go. It's okay to melt into the vastness of the universal consciousness. It's okay. It's okay. And so the path of meditation, sometimes we might find that for 3 or 4 times a day, if we're overwhelmed with energy, it can be helpful just to lay down and do a 25-minute meditation, 30-minute meditation, an hour meditation. I mean, some of us, we get stuck in bed with Kundalini because it's so overwhelming. And ultimately, Kundalini is wanting you to open fully and to be your experience. Not to think about, not to fight with, not to resist, but to be the openness, to be the brilliance, to be the light. And the best way to be it, the practice being it, is through meditation. So we're consciously stopping, putting everything down, and letting go directly into our experience. And so it's very hard, and people struggle most with Kundalini is they try to hold on to their mind and simultaneously wake up, or hold on to the mind and walk the path. We must surrender the mind to that which is greater. To that which is greater. And as you do so, you're given a new mind, a greater mind, a greater body, a greater emotional nature, greater experience. And that's what this path is about. Whether you chose to be here or not, or whether you like it or not, this is a path of surrendering into something much, much greater. Much, much greater.